Hello, lovely people of the internet. I'm the Chosen Epicurus, a channel that talks about being an ex-Orthodox Jewish person, being an apostate. And today I would like to talk to you about a comment that I received a few days ago on my channel. So this channel really got a lot of views, more views than I have ever expected. Especially with two videos that I put up that were breaking down the Unorthodox show. And I get hundreds of comments on those videos, like every day. And this comment really struck me because the person that wrote the comment said, "You're not encouraging people to leave the religion. You're not encouraging people to become apostates because you know all of you guys have mental issues." And I was very, very upset reading that comment. I know that a lot of religious people have that view, believe that, people who live the religion become crazy. And it really it really angers me because I know that so many of my friends who are apostates are dealing with mental health issues, and it's because of the religion. People have serious traumatic experience within the religion, and they don't have the space and the ability to process their trauma. They're not believed, when they share their stories, and they basically have to leave the religion in order to get help and validation, which is what happened to me. And then to be blamed that after, we suffered so much within the religion, and then to be blamed that we became crazy because we stopped being religious. That felt to me very outrageous. And I mean, like, within the ultra-Orthodox community, there is no discussion whatsoever about mental health. The only thing I knew about mental health was that sometimes you marry a person, because you only get married in arranged marriages, so you don't actually know the person that you're marrying. And sometimes you marry them, and then you go home after the wedding ceremony, and you discover that they take psychiatric pills, and then you should break up with them. And that was like the only information I ever had about mental health. I didn't know anything about what's a mental illness. I didn't know anything about, psychiatric medication and therapy, none of that. And one of the reasons I left my home when I was 18 was because I really, really wanted to see a therapist. And I knew that it wasn't something that I could do in my community. And I really needed help because I went through a lot of trauma in the community. I was always very happy with the religion itself. Like, I still really enjoy Judaism in a lot of aspects. I don't believe in it, but I practice a lot of stuff because I always really enjoyed the religion, the culture. I was never a troublemaker. I was always like a really good student at school, and I was a counselor in the youth group, and I was very involved in my community and stuff. I was never an outsider, but I went through some serious trauma in my community, and there was no space to share it. There was no space to say, I'm suffering and I need help. So the other day, a few apostates that are my close friends were just sitting in my house, and we were having the most casual conversation. And then they just started breaking down one after the other. They just started crying and sobbing, and they were telling stories about trauma that they went through within our community, and the community that we left. And each and one of them was from a different area in our country, and they all just had stories about horrible stuff that happened to them and how they told adults within the community and they just dismissed them and sent them away, and no one really helped. And I was looking at those amazing people, these strong people that are working so hard, to create their life from nothing, to gather their pieces. And the Orthodox community just failed them. And then to watch them and remember the comments blaming us that because we left the community, we have such severe issues. That was really infuriating. And I wanted to tell you that I see your pain. Like, I was there and I was hugging my friends, and I was really happy that they found this little group that we formed. They found it safe and, a good place to share their pain. Like, I was really happy that I could create that space for people. And I want you to know that if you went through some horrible shit in your community, I see your pain. And, go to therapy, go to real therapy, certified therapy. And I really hope that you would find just your place of peace in the world, your place of inner peace, and don't rush leaving the community, not because you're going to have mental health problems if you're going to rush out of the community, but because it's a very big step in life and you're going to be shunned and abandoned by a lot of people, and you just need to prepare the ground for it very thoroughly. So thank you for listening to me today, and I hope that people won't have to go through those stuff. And I'm just sending a big warm hug to all of you. Meow.